So good day everyone. I am Anmol Thakur and I welcome you all to Link Idea. To understand the China laser weapon high capacity, what they are claiming in the world right now, that they came up with the laser weapon and that is the breakthrough achievement for their scientists. And they said that this weapon can be able to change the war scenario. And exactly, if you ask me, this is right, because if this weapon will be used in the war, that can be detrimental for the enemy countries, especially China like country. When they are using it, they will use for their advantage. And with this news, I want to let you know that India has a laser weapon that is named as Durga 2, and we are already making some advanced research on that so that we can be able to achieve the breakthrough that China has achieved right now. And that is about the cooling system. What they have said, that turbulence and cooling system, they are capable to manage both of these things, and they can be able to use this weapon continuously in the infinite manner. So that is the problem for the world, because whenever China said something like this, that means China is projecting his power in all over the world, and especially to the west and India, because their target right now, these two powers are there which can be able to hinder the China ambitions in the near future. And that is the reason you have seen this news that the Philippines already complained that China has used military grade laser against the boat, and that they have complete nearly complained about this nearly for 2 to 3 times. But all over the world they are saying that laser weapon cannot be used like this. But this news is true right now, because what China is claiming, because of that we can be able to accept that China have used this weapon against the Philippine ships. And with that, when you see this China development and advanced laser weapon, so they are saying that high energy capable our laser weapon is there. And with that we have breakthrough in the cooling system, because whenever you have the high heating substances coming out from a weapon, that get heated very highly, and because of that the system can't be able to use for the longer time. But China said we have the cooling system so that it can be able to use potentially for the longer time. And the laser weapon capacity, it has the capacity larger than any country right now. West United States, you can name any country right now, they don't have this cooling system ability. And with that, if you see, the scientist of the National University Defense Technology of China has came and said that we have solved the turbulence problem, because when you see the laser beam lights, and if they are going in the straight path, and because of the turbulence, air and anything medium like that coming in the way, that then it can be able to deviate it to the other place. And that is the problem other world scientists are facing. So China said that we will not deviate and we will go to the single path right now, and that is our biggest achievement. So here, how does it work? As per as NASA, the all the beams of light, when you take in the single way, like these lights you can be able to see here, if you can be able to manage it to the single path, and that path will be highly hazardous to anything. And that can be seen in the different parts of the world, that how laser weapon can be able to use to destroy the enemy ships, like fighter jets, plane and anything like that. So main problem solved technology China has claimed, and that is the reason world is worried about. And China had capacity in the, especially the war technology which they are developing. They are trying to backtrap the America by 2049 to be the superpower of the world, and that is their ambition. That is the reason they have done this in the South China Sea, and especially at the India, because for their power to be meaningful in the world, first they have to capture the Asia Pacific. And that is the reason India is the hindrance over there, because India is a superpower in this region. Especially you can be able to see China and India. So especially obstacle is India, so that China is again and again pushing India to go out of the ambit to have a war. And that is the reason we are projecting very carefully, so that we can be able to manage through and teach a lesson to China. So before that, before proceeding, I must let you know that before 2 days, what Biden administration has done, they have come in front of the media and said that we are stopping the technology transfer of chips and the quantum computers to China. And that is the reason China, after 2 days only, have showcased this technology, that they have the breakthrough in the laser weapon. But before that, I want to let you know that deuterium fluoride, which is the substance for the gaseous, like the fuel which you are using for laser technology, that is used as deuterium fluoride, and they have used it. And this is the same chemical that is used by United States of America in their like high energy laser system for the technical ground base, airborne base, and even in the water. So China somewhere has copied this technology from the United States. And all you know that is space wars and movie, if you have seen, then there is war in the laser technology with the laser beams and all. So this already proven fact is there, that laser weapons can be detrimental for all over the world, and it can be able to create the catastrophe. And before going forward, I want to let you know the number of countries which already pursue this technology, that is Russia, China, Britain, France and Israel. With that, United States, as you all know. And in this list now, India is there with Durga 2. So when we discussed all of this, you already know that there is one news came like before 5 months. What China has done, that they have deviated some of the satellites from their place, and that is done by the laser technology. And United States already complained about this. So this is possible because in space, if you scatter a light through a high beam focus to another satellite, that can be destroyed, and China in future can be able to do this, and this can create a space war. And that is the reason all of the countries are preparing space forces, and India also stepped in it. So please give me the name which is called as our space war forces. So here the most important thing, because if a satellite has this technology of the laser beaming focus to a ground based, like you can be able to attack to the any ground country, and you can destroy that city or the places which and wherever you want. So this is one of the problem that world don't want to get ahead in the future, and there has to be a pause to China to do not let them to use this technology in the future. And with this, you already know the ability of this technology of the laser, like laser can be able to used as a weapon. So this is discovered in 1960 only, and since 1960 there is a rapid projection of energy speed light. People are discovering the new theories so that they can be able to use this weapon. And now China has achieved significantly. Before that, United States has achieved, and they have showcased in their aeroplane of the navy that how they can be able to destroy with this technology. But they have a problem over there with the laser weapon, because that is so heavy to carry to the aircraft or carry to the ship. So that is the reason they are not using currently right now. But in the future, I think the space war and the laser technology war is begin right now, so they will start developing to the new phase also. So problems with the technology are already, I have already told you, one is heating and the second thing is turbulence. So Chinese have already solved it. Let's see other world powers when they are coming in the front, and they are showcasing this projection of power to the others also. For them now, enjoy the day however you want, and if you have any question, let me know in the comment box. Thank you for watching.